Well, we were chatting for a minute, so you probably just decided that you didn't need it.
Probably. Hey everyone, this is your host Callan Hale here with a very special game here with a friend of mine.
Hello, hello. My name is Akira.
And as you guys saw from the screen, we are playing Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. Who, as always, sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite snacks, throw in your headphones, and we're gonna get started. And we're gonna probably just be chit-chatting and shit-talking through most of this recording.
Absolutely. I have played Mass Effect so many times. It's my comfort game.
For me, that's Dragon Age.
Oh, I play Dragon Age a lot too. You still have a screen that's not moving.
Yeah, it went black on me for some reason.
Uh-oh. We're doing it live.
Pretty much. We're troubleshooting this live so I can figure out what it did.
Also, there's 6 million updates that happened this morning for some reason, so...
That could be one of the issues. Okay, we're just gonna tell it. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna close everything I have open and then tell it to just capture a screen. Ironically, it's not the first time I've had to do this. Window capture. Add new window capture. Did Mass Effect just decide to not let me capture it?
Mass Effect just said no. It's like, you know what? No. You don't need to bring me back. It's alright. Just let me go. Let me go. Oh, Discord. I like how before recording we were just talking about how like cool technology is.
Yes, and then the technology decided, no.
Just like, you know, I'm gonna prove this bitch wrong.
Yeah, and what's weird is I did a test and it worked, and now it's like,
no, it always.
I'm not gonna work right now.
No.
Capture specific window. Okay. Let's get that back up. And I'm going to try screen sharing again.
Alrighty.
And we'll see if it works. That was an amazing screen one. I'm just going to see if I screen share it. And then load Mass Effect if it works.
So far, I am seeing a blue screen with your avatar on it.
Oh, come on, Mass Effect. Why are you not working?
I blame the EA launcher. I always blame the EA launcher.
Exit to launcher. Well, let's see what it does. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time.
Yeah, sure.
If this doesn't work, I'm just going to switch over to Dragon Age, because I think that one will at least work. Like, there's an...
Yeah, no worries. I've played that one a lot, too.
I bet you it's NVIDIA.
The NVIDIA did update this morning, so I guarantee that's probably what's going on. I mean, they rolled out a bunch of updates this morning.
I updated those, and it keeps popping up with the NVIDIA game launcher hidden.
Oh my god.
I bet you that's what it was.
Let's see. Legendary Edition failing to launch.
Weird as it launches, it just won't share the screen for some reason.
Let's see.
I think I had that one installed. Okay. So, we're going to have a slight change up here, folks.
Have you tried doing it in borderless windowed mode? Just out of curiosity.
I will try that. That could be the issue.
It's always nice having a guest that also streams through OBS. You know, just out of curiosity, you tried that one.
Properties.
Not then, all right, whatever. We'll do it, like I said, we'll do it live.
Yeah. Alright, set it to borderless window.
And then is it just not, because if it's not part of your registered games in your activity settings in Discord, it does that too. Because we were just talking about how Discord was being borked this morning.
Yeah, and Discord was picking up a game I wasn't even running. And it locally, it still is saying I'm running a game that I'm not running.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you go to like your settings and down to activity settings, you'll have registered games. If it's not in there, add it, and then it'll share that screen. Even if it is in there, I'd delete it and then add it again, just because Discord's dumb. I love Discord and hate Discord. It's a love-hate relationship. And if not, whatever. Dragon Age is also a good game.
Mass Effect. Add. See, now it says I'm now playing Mass Effect. I'm like, yes.
I love you, Discord.
But sometimes I don't.
That was me being facetious.
I love that it gives us so many capabilities, but also...
Yeah, I'm able to watch movies with friends, like, in Japan and whatever, and then, both of us in the United States just can't share Mass Effect.
Let's see...
So I have, that song Rasputin?
Yeah.
It's stuck in my head, and I'm very sorry if I keep humming it under my breath.
It's okay, no worries. Okay. I wonder if it's...
I'll try not to get your video demonetized.
I'm wondering if it's because it was picking up the launcher and not the game. For OBS.
It does that. I hate the EA launcher because it just messes with everything. It detects the launcher instead of the game. And I just let me play the game. Why does everybody have to have their own launcher? Like, why does everybody have to have, you got the EA launcher, you got Origin, and just let me play the game. Let me play the game.
I think I got it to finally pick up.
Okay.
Now I just gotta figure out which one is picking it up.
This is what live TV is like, folks.
Live troubleshooting.
Live troubleshooting, yeah. Like I said, at least it's with a couple of people that know computers, so we can try a couple of things.
Yeah. Okay,
to
so...
quote IT crowd, have you tried turning it on and off again?
Game capture. Nope. Stop that. OBS.
Damn
I finally got it to pick it up, and now the game capture is being a jerk in OBS by not letting me select the field.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna delete that. Delete that source.
Okay. Apparently, somebody had an issue like this about a year ago, where for whatever reason, audio settings are interfering with the capture through Discord. And they had to disable audio enhancements in Windows and echo cancellation in Discord.
I'm gonna try that. Getting some video. Disable that. Oops.
You also need to click the dialog that pops up to stream Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Do not use the Windows selector to find it. Girl, what? Why is that? What? This is why when people, this is why people who fix computers usually just we're so bound up in frustration, because it makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Why would the audio settings prevent Mass Effect from streaming in Discord? It has... And it's not even the audio settings in Discord. It's the audio settings in Windows. Why? Why does it do that?
Yeah, and for some reason, the NVIDIA GeForce overlay is still trying to pop up. I can find that stupid... Oh, no, now it's gone. Okay. You've been disconnected. But I don't know how I've been disconnected. Okay. I'm going to see if I hit that button. And then I'm going to share this screen and see if now Mass Effect will show up.
Seeing a screen with your little avatar on it. That's what I'm seeing.
Your stream will still be running, but I don't... Okay. I don't know why Mass Effect is not working. It must be this launcher. So,
typically is.
Plan B. And no, folks, I'm not editing any of this out. This is
gonna be, like I said, we're doing it live.
This is... Akira and I are both disabled gamers. We understand the struggle of getting stuff to work.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
This is what I typically go through before I even start my day with... Stuff broke.
Yep. And then for me, since I have typically guests on my show as well, I have to set up 6 different audio levels. Sometimes that just decides not to work. There was a time where I recorded and it just recorded my audio. It didn't even record the game audio nor the audio of anybody that I had recorded with me. And it's just me laughing at jokes nobody else can hear.
Oh, I had that happen once. It sucked.
It's awkward as hell. It's I promise something really funny is happening.
Yeah, another game I've not played in forever. I gotta adjust the audio of the game. Because it is super loud.
Yeah, Dragon Age likes to... Whereas, obviously same company, BioWare, great company, but... whereas Mass Effect is sort of this quiet dramaticism, leading into, the infinite of space, Dragon Age is just this massive, the audience is now deaf.
Congratulations, audience.
Yeah, congrats. Congratulations, audience. You frequently have to adjust the audio levels. Oh, also, I was telling, I was saying before we recorded, I was like rushing up to the computer because I'd already taken a while to get here, and I put my headphones on, just like slammed them on, and I had stud earrings in, totally forgot, just gave myself a nice little stab in the neck.
Ouch.
I'm still seeing a blue screen, my friend.
I'm wondering if I move the... Okay. Let me do that. Do this. Do that.
Change places.
Transform. Fit to... No. And let's see. Window. Now, let's see if it's the GeForce overlay that it's wanting.
If you want to disable the GeForce overlay, I think it's something Alt-C or something. What does Discord say that you're streaming? Because all I'm seeing is your
It says I'm streaming Dragon Age, which is weird. I'm gonna try disconnecting and reconnecting the call.
Okay.
See if that works. Be right back.
BRB.
Connect, reconnect, and now with the Dragon Age screen loaded, I should go to share.
This time for real.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, knock on wood. Oh, wait, I am seeing your desktop. Hey, Dragon Age, there it is.
Finally.
Bitch.
One last thing I want to check is to make sure it's loaded in OBS as well. Awesome.
So I'm not hearing any audio from the game, but
Oh.
I am seeing the game.
That's probably... where's that option at? No, I want to change Windows. Where did the... It just gave me a button before I disconnected the call. Share audio. What are you doing, game? Why must you vex me so?
Gamma. I mean, as long as it's recording in OBS, it's fine. I've played this game so often, I could probably sing this.
OBS is picking it up. It's picking us up. I played this game so many times. All of them.
I recently went through all three. Technically four if you count that awakening bit. Recently, and it was Origins specifically that I had the most trouble with, because it does not translate very well to modern the game, and I don't computers. I don't know why. Like it just, I had to download a mod to get rid of.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed
walls.
by their own corruption.
Oh.
Like, yeah, it was really fun.
I ended up getting the Ultimate Edition from a friend, which has all these patches in it.
Yeah, no, it needs some. Like, do not get me wrong, Dragon Age Origins is a fantastic game, and it is a lot of fun, but because of the time it was made, into
And from the deep roads,
today's
the
like
dark
standards
spawn
of
drove at
computers
us
and stuff.
again
It just does not
and
translate
again
really well.
until finally
No,
And
it
it's just
annihilation.
it does a struggle.
well, when they put it in the new Unreal Engine, they tried fixing a lot, but it had, because the original Dragon Age was based off the Diablo engine, Diablo 2, and it worked for when it was released.
Yeah,
Grey
exactly, for when
Wardens
it was
came.
released, which
Men and
was
women from
goodness,
every race,
was that the
warriors and
360
mages,
time era?
barbarians and
That era?
Yeah, right beginning of the 360. I think it was one of the like
to stem the tide of
launch
darkness.
games or around then. It had a bunch of hype.
Oh yeah, 2009. This game came out. To this day, there is a trailer for this game called Sacred Ashes. That trailer lives rent-free in my head to this day.
I remember I was in the service when it launched. I just remember hearing about it from people. Then I got home, picked up a 360. One of the first games I got, Dragon Age.
And we have kept our
Yep.
vigil.
Yeah,
We
Dragon
have
Age and Mass
watched
Effect.
waited
Those
for
are
the
the two
dark
games I
spawn to
got.
return.
I was more of
Those who
a
once called us heroes
PC,
have
PlayStation,
forgotten.
Nintendo gamer. I was not really big into Xbox, but I remember I specifically
We are
got the
few
Xbox
now,
360 so I could play
and
Mass
our
Effect,
warnings
and
have
then
been
I grabbed it
ignored
for
for
Dragon
too
Age as
long.
well after.
I was so happy when Mass Effect came out for the computer.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, because you know, back in the 360 days, the wired controller,
May even be too late.
it made it so difficult to kind of get into a groove when you were playing. It's like, oh, the controller team disconnected.
Maker.
Crap.
Yeah, no, it was always. Yeah, no, girl, we had the jiggle the wire death at that time. And I made so much money. Y'all, anybody, watching this, y'all might be too young to know any of this stuff, or if you do, you can commiserate with me. I made so much money fixing Xbox 360s because they just had so many error codes that.
Oh yeah. My favorite was the screw code where it would just go one yellow light, and it's like,
oh yeah.
Okay, I just removed a screw. Well, the screw's missing. Turn on your Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, it works now.
Yeah. Well, it works now. Huh.
Yeah, it'd be $50.
Yeah, it'd be $50. Yeah, no, exactly. I made so much money over a couple of summers. Now, I personally play Dalish like all the time. What do you usually pick? I mean, obviously we've probably both done all of them, but
I normally go elf. Mostly because the willpower and magic.
yes. I always find too, because like in every other game, any tabletop game I played, you talking, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, whatever. I typically don't play magic users just because they're very squishy, and I am a chaos goblin, and I enjoy running headlong into things, and Dragon Age is the first game that ever made me play, or made me want to play a magic user, not just because it's like really cool and fun, but because it's so story specific.
Oh yeah, like, you get into it like with even up to Inquisition, playing magic users got a lot better as the games went on.
Yeah, it got a lot better playing because it was really hard managing a lot of the spells.
Oh yeah.
In this game. Oh right, points. We're doing some D&D.
I always
Elves get a -2 to con. No, I'm kidding.
Every time I've played, whenever I do a new playthrough, I don't know why. First time on every new computer, I always go into a rogue.
Typically what I like to play, I like being the sneaky thief. Even in Skyrim, I like being the sniper, sneaky archer, which everybody does fall into eventually, I think. But it's to the point where it's a meme at this point. but it's just something so satisfying about not being seen and sniping people. Like, it's very fun.
That and Fallout. I will always perk out stealth in Fallout.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially in Fallout, is notorious for coming around a corner and you run into a deathclaw. Like, there's no indication that there's things around you.
I'm just gonna play it on easy mode because I forgot to install the controller mod for this game. I was like, screw it.
Oh, gotcha,
Noble
yeah.
wanderers who refused
with
to join the
people,
society of humans that
like
subjugated
you and
their
myself,
homeland
who have
so long
disabilities
ago.
that prevent us from holding
The
controllers
Dalish
very
traveled
well,
the land in
and things like
tightly knit
that, which is
clans,
another reason why a lot of us
struggling to maintain
game on
their
the PC,
half-forgotten
because
lore
it's easy
in a
to
human
install
world that
mods
fears
to
and
help
despises them.
with us, because
You
unfortunately
spend your
a lot
time
of
hunting with your
gaming
clanmate
companies
Tamlin in the
still
forests,
aren't thinking
and
about
as is
accessibility
sometimes the
options.
case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
Although they are getting better, but
Yeah.
especially places like FromSoft, who do all the Elden Ring and all of
It's a
that. I
Dalish!
found that especially
And you
difficult
three are
to
somewhere
play
you
on,
shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right
And
to
PC, anything, yeah,
No?
because it was built
We'll see about
specifically
that, won't we?
for people who would play with controllers and not with a mouse.
You're just in time. I found these.
Another good company for that is the ones who make
I swear. Please don't hurt us.
the Dark Pictures anthologies.
It's hard to
Oh,
believe you ever
uh-huh.
drove us from our home.
Supermassive.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalen.
They
Yeah.
designed
You
it
know this forest was yours.
so you can play it easier with a controller.
You've stumbled too close to our camp.
Yeah,
Shems
they're
are
like
like vermin.
they're starting.
We can't trust
They're
you not to
starting
make
to
mischief.
do a lot
do
of
you
stuff. Like I
say,
know God of
What
War
should we do with
Ragnarok
it?
especially had like a lot of accessibility options, including for people who have visual processing disorders.
Mm-hmm.
They changed a lot of the way it looked. It was very cool, and it doesn't really. It's not that much work to include disability in your gaming. I know that's not the first thing everybody thinks of, but we like playing games too.
Yeah, it's not hard to say. I wasn't always disabled, but years in the military and messing up my body, nerve damage. I could sit at my computer for hours doing an editing thing with my mouse, but my mouse is also specifically designed for somebody who has giant fucking hands like I do.
Yep.
I can't.
And
I can't hold a tiny controller because my knuckles will end up bashing each other and my hands hurt worse.
and then for me, where I have neurological damage and stuff like that, holding a controller for even 10 minutes is very painful. And so being able to play on a system where I can have my hands flat open like a keyboard and a mouse really does help. So when people say things like, oh, just attach a controller to like USB your controller, or Bluetooth it, whatever, it's not that simple.
No.
Anyway, sorry, we're on the first choice. We're on the first choice. Are we gonna kill these fucking shems, or are we gonna...
Let's find out what they're doing first, because you never know.
You never know. What the hell are y'all doing here?
What if they're trying to steal from us? They're dead.
We'll need to move camp if we let
They're
them
dead. Absolutely dead.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes.
Also,
okay. With ruins
just to
like I've
remind
never seen.
people, I can't hear
We
any of
thought
this.
there
There's no
might be,
subtitles on, but
treasure.
I have played this game
So you're
so
more akin to
often I know
thieves than
exactly
actual
what's
bandits.
happening.
Which is one of the weird things is, and it irked me about older games, which I love about newer games, the subtitle option. Even though this is the
Yeah.
special edition of the game.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can add subtitles in the menu and stuff like that. They did add that, but it didn't come standard.
No.
2009 when this came out.
No, I was looking
and
through
that's
the...
another thing, yeah.
When I first loaded this up to test it on Streamlabs, I set the option for subtitles on. But every subsequent time I load the game, they turn themselves off from the launcher. And I'm like, why do you do that?
Why do you do that? Okay, so they say that there was some ruins and they ran like cowards from them.
Yep.
And
I'd say we should see the ruins.
You see, let's say this. Let's see these ruins. What ruins you talking about? I think you're lying.
I've never heard of ruins in these.
Yeah, that's right, Tamlin. You tell him.
I have proof. Here.
Yeah, he has
We got
proof.
this just inside the entrance.
Proof.
Sure.
The stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins.
2009. These
We didn't get
facial
very far
animations
in,
are pretty. I mean, they look like clay people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's still facial expressions are still pretty great. How do you know that's Elvish? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I apologize.
Okay.
This is all you found. Why didn't you look for more?
One of the things that
Huge with black eyes. Like the
I taught myself over the years was repairing consoles and also making my controllers more accessible.
just off the west.
Downside,
There's a cave in the rock.
you know how new controllers have that accelerometer in them?
Yeah.
When you clean your controller and it's been off for 8 hours, that resets.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, no, I've had to do the same where I've had to take things apart and put them together. I'm like, why do you reset? Why do you do this? But you know, it's July. Many people don't know is Disability Pride Month. We had our LGBTQ Pride Month last month, and so we're probably going to be talking a lot about disability.
Yeah, like I discuss it in a lot of my videos. Like, I cleaned out my N64 controller I bought.
Mm-hmm.
It's based off the classic design, but it's a bit bigger. And I forgot that the accelerometer is based off of powered memory. So when I disconnected it from the controller so I could clean everything, I plugged everything back in, reassembled it. My sensitivity shot up back to the 200% base it was at. Trying to play Mario Kart, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Um,
Whoa. Yeah.
Let's go into the controller config here. Edit sensitivity down to about negative
I do that with the
80%.
Yeah, just about let's stop going for let's stop going Sonic the Hedgehog speed and just bring that down to normal people speed. Run, you cowards! I like. They didn't program them running off screen. That's so funny. Oh my god, they just stop.
It's like,
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
should we inform them about this demon, quote unquote, or investigate ourselves?
Well, let's see. With the Dalish, the Keeper is always a magic user, and they usually know everything. But you're also not a magic user, which means you can't be possessed by demons, quote unquote.
I'll see. That sounds like a good idea.
Let's go. We're adventurous. Let's go. We're young. We're naive. Let's do it. Oh snap! Wow. Tactical view. I forgot. This.
Tactical viewpoints.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot that this. Oh my god.
Wow, this takes me back to
Yes.
old school Windows games.
Mhm.
Issue orders in real time while pause, press space.
Like point and clicks.
Yeah.
Clicks. Like fucking Myst and.
Missed the original Witcher.
Oh, yeah, no, the original Witcher that did that too.
I played.
They played kind of like mud. I loved them, but so to be fair, they were good for the time. But I'm very glad that we've moved on to where Dragon Age is now and where Witcher is now, where it's just go, because having to click repeatedly for things is
kind of annoying.
so tedious. Yeah, like there's so many times where I just like upload like mods that let me just bypass clicking a million things.
And even with the WSAD option, it does not help much when it's a point-and-click adventure-style game.
Nope, does not.
Should have looked at the one game I do know works for collabs, and that was Witcher 3.
Witcher 3 is a great freaking game. I love it. I also, like, yes, okay, I'm gonna get onto a little soapbox, but I also really love that they steered away from, like, collecting, cards from people that you screwed, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I can't believe that that was a main feature of that
Witcher
game.
2.
Like, yeah, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, you want to have somebody be a horn dog and you want to screw everybody, that's fine, but I feel like collecting trading cards of them was a bit much.
That felt like it had a place maybe as a mod.
Yeah, you know, it just felt like it was a weird, like, main feature, and it's just like, okay, alright, I mean, don't get me wrong, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, I have boned every one of them people you can bone in that game. I'm not talking about boning people. You bone however the hell you want. I'm talking about collecting trading cards.
That's that was the weird thing.
Yeah. Oh, so that's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Like, oh, I have.
Glad
It's
we
like you're
moved away from that.
you're trading. It's like, oh, I got this person's trading card.
Yeah, I will trade you for this one. Does that wait? So if you have the trading cards, like, does that do you trade them and then you have to bone the person, or is it the other way around? I'm thinking too hard about this, but
Now it's an interesting thing though. It's like, wait a minute, but if like, does that mean that you can just like you get like points for?
Yeah, I know. Is it just like is it bone points? Like, what's going on there? But yeah. Anyway, I am sort of glad that they moved away from this. Like, even just as early as Dragon Age 2, they switched a lot of this point and click because, you know, like you said, it is based on Diablo's system, which, you know, is a fun system, but even they have moved away from point and click in 3 and 4 and all of that. So I think it's not just that it slows down the pace of a game, but that it's an accessibility option.
Oh,
You know.
Diablo 2 did great when they first released gamepads for your computer. Diablo 2 was like, oh, you have a gamepad? Install the driver. Detected.
Yeah. Oh god, that was so nice. That's another thing about a lot of accessibility options is that you can just plug and play really now. And I know that when I was having difficulty trying to play Elden Ring, because they hard mapped the camera and the attack and like moving your what's the word I'm looking for? Targeting. You're targeting, like, you know, when you're trying to
Yeah, you're like the lock-on
like
thing.
Yeah, the lock-on, that's the one. Thank you. God, that's another problem. Ability is my freaking brain just forgets the word in the middle of me saying it.
I was sitting here thinking, like, I know what you're talking about. What's it called?
What's it called? Yeah, so the lock-on, the camera movement, and switching between locked-on targets was the same thing on the mouse. And it made it almost impossible to play. And I had, you know, a complaint about that. And somebody mentioned, like, oh, you can get, like, the Xbox accessibility controller, which is, you know, that's fine, but it costs, like, $100-something. And a lot of people who are on disability can't afford that. You know?
Yeah.
You know, if you got it as a present, that's nice, but, I mean, I think they should have something, like, in there for people who can't afford that. You know, and it was hard mapped, so if I moved, you know, okay, I don't want the mouse to be my camera, I want WASD to be my camera, it would still move everything over, so the lock-on everything was still attached to it, and it was really frustrating. So I actually haven't been able to play Elden Ring myself. My partner very much wonderfully volunteered to help me play it, and so I've been working through it that way, but it's because he's so kind and that I'm able to do that. But I think that it's something that FromSoft really needs to think about when they adapt their games to PCs. They need to, you know, like, yeah, this is not mapped for PC people.
Yeah, like my controller, I redesigned my Xbox controller. I actually tore it down. But Granted, not everybody has that knowledge base,
Yep.
and it cost me an extra 30 from taking a pro controller to make it accessible. But still, that's pricey.
Yeah, it is. It's pricey, and you had to have the knowledge. If you didn't have the knowledge, you have to pay somebody else to do it, which is even more expensive.
And they're probably not going to charge you just for parts. They're like, oh, well, it's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
this much, plus this, plus this, plus this.
plus labor, yeah.
And then you got to ship it to God knows where. It's like,
Yeah.
I've had people ask me to make them the controllers. They're like, I feel bad doing that. Don't send me an official Xbox controller. Send me a Mad Catz
Yeah,
Xbox
yeah.
controller.
Give me Mad Catz. give me an off-brand licensed one so I can screw that one up.
Give me the $15 controller they have to desolder the battery from, and then I can install the proper accelerometers in it for you and install the proper buttons. But do not send me your $150 Pro.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Please
Not
don't.
tear it apart. Yeah. Okay.
Because-
check it out. Let's do it. We're young. We're ambitious.
And I had that issue recently. I got an accessible controller for doing some stuff with Retro Week coming up. Except the controller's not accessible because Amazon sent me the wrong controller.
No.
They sent me a Sega official, which costs a lot more money. A Sega official controller for my computer, not the accessible Mad Catz one I ordered.
Oh no.
For $13.
Oh well, I mean, it's nice that you didn't spend that much, but also.
They sent me the $40 controller, and I was like, so I let Amazon know, hey, you guys sent me the wrong controller. We'll send you a new one. What do you want to do with this one?
Okay. You can keep it.
Like, well,
They're
we can
always
send you a
fun.
return envelope if you want.
If I want.
Like,
Maybe not.
okay. I mean, if you're not going to take it back, it's just going to sit in my desk drawer until my partner and I play a game together then. Because they sent me my new one.
Yeah. This is my question. This is one of the things that I had. Like, yes, okay, this game's fantasy. There's all kinds of things in there. Just let it go. Why, when the spiders decompose, are there bones?
That was a question I had when I first played this.
Why do the spiders have bones? What kind of freaky spiders you all have in Thedas? They have bones when they decompose.
First time I saw that, I was like, necromancer spiders. Somebody got transmuted.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
I mean, I originally played horror games for a living, so.
Yeah. Oh god, games are they're just such a fun way to decompress, but they're also a fun thing. Like, whatever I say during this game, if it sounds like I'm making fun of it or whatever, I love Dragon Age, I love Mass Effect, I will make fun of them.
I have made fun of many games that I love playing, where when I did Dark Pictures anthologies, I would sit and scream at people for the choices it gave me. Like, what kind of choices? Like, no, don't go into that. Why are you going into that? I know I told you to go into that room because it was an option, but don't go into that room.
Go into that room. You have to have some autonomy. Why are you doing this? You know better. Like, there's, especially with that one with, like the Skinwalkers or whatever. What was that one? Was it Dark something? Until Dawn. That one.
Yes.
That one. I'm like, bruh, you heard the noise that came out of there. Why would you go over that? I would go the exact opposite direction. I understand you guys are you're all, stuck on this mountaintop. I get it. That's fine. Why are you going that way?
Like,
Nimble.
what?
You dodged.
Like, why?
High
It's like when they do cutscenes in games where you're just like, you're being an idiot right now. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's like, please don't. Why you do this? Like, where they make decisions that no sane human being would make.
I think that's where we're gonna wrap the stream.
Okay.
For now.
Alrighty. We're in the Elven ruins, and you know what? I got a good feeling about Tamlin. I think he gonna be all right.
We should definitely do this again. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well-
Now that we've fixed the problem.
Yeah, and now I know next time I do this, and I was watching my thing while it was loading. It takes 5 minutes for the stupid thing to load up to share audio.
Oh wow. Okay
So,
then.
so we just record for 5 minutes on the pause screen, then I can share audio.
There you go. All right. Well, now we know.
Is there anything you want to plug before I hit the stop button on recording and then go through and...
Sure. I mean, I've got my own gaming situation. We're from Merciless Iron Gaming. I've got my own channel called Squaresoft Girl with a U instead of a I for the girl. You can check out some of my stuff there. Look out in the future for my podcast about mental health and disability. And it was a lot of fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thanks for coming. If next week I'd like to do this again, if you're available, let me know.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I find there are a few big name disabled gamers out there, but they're big because they have like a gimmick like Minecraft or World of Warcraft or Overwatch or something, but they're not being people. They're being a caricature almost.
Yeah.
Making it seem like, oh, well, I do this because I'm disabled. It's like, shit, if I listed all the stuff I do in a day that leaves me exhausted, we'd be here all day.
We'd be here all day, and that would be another reason to be exhausted.
Exactly.
Just talking that long. Yeah, no, girl, I have a shower chair because taking a shower is exhausting. So let's not go
Yeah. That'll be our next discussion. Why is being disabled so goddamn exhausting?
so fucking tiring. Yeah, no, it's very nice having people who game who are just like my whole gimmick is I'm just a chaos goblin. I will jump to figure out if there's fall damage instead of just looking up if there's fall damage. I'll do it.
I ended up getting everybody killed in a Dark Pictures Anthologies game because of that. I just want to see what would happen if I did a thing.
Yeah.
That one decision turned out to topple every other decision into very bad, very bad, very bad. You're all going to die territory.
Yep. But you know what? Worth it.
It was fun.
It was funny. It was fun. But it was funny, huh?
Yeah, that's the important thing with those games.
Exactly.
I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. As always, as I tell you every episode, hydrate, medicate, if you got to, and eat some good food. And as always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. I know being kind to yourself can be really fucking hard, because I was having that issue the past few days, but it's worth it.
Deserve it. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve to be nice to yourself.
I will see everybody in whatever comes out tomorrow besides this for Throwback Thursday, which is probably going to be more Ninja Turtles.
Hell yeah.
See you later, folks.
Bye-bye.